Today on Softball 360, the big shows in the big city.
I'm Natalie Kane. Today, the Long Haul Bombers take the A train, bring their A game to the home of the amazing Mets.
Can Easton continue their fast start? Will Team Combat get back in the hunt? Dustin Roberts of Team Gordy is swinging for more than pride, and we'll explain. Later, get ready for a one-of-a-kind home run derby as Team Mican's Denny Grine takes on six-time Major League All-Star Jose Canseco in the Battle of the Titans from Los Angeles. And it's one of the largest softball tournaments in the nation. It's called McQuaid's, and they stage it all for charity. This year, they'll be playing in support of our U.S. troops. Those stories and more are on deck. Softball 360 starts now.
Hey, softball fans, welcome to today's episode. Hey fans, welcome to Softball 360. I'm Natalie Kane, bringing you the biggest and best show about the sport we love, softball. Today, the Long Haul Bombers Stadium Power Tour powers on, this time to New York City, to Citi Field. Let's take a look at what we can expect to see there today.
Dateline, New York. The Long Haul Bombers head to Queens for BP. Now, if this park looks familiar, it's because it was one of the locations from the hit summer movie, Men in Black 3. It's also a place where New Yorkers come to cool off. And it's where the Bombers come to blast off.
We have a sequel today, and we have Mike Deal and Johnny McCraw in the sequel Men in Blue. Because when we're done hitting there and we're wearing blue combat uniforms, that's what they're going to call it, Men in Blue. And the balls are going to take off like that spaceship took off in Men in Black.
Johnny Cross shares how he gets his gear dialed in for duty.
Most of us old school guys, we always like tape. I think you get a better feel of the bat in your hands. And that right there, my friends, is ready to go to hit bombs.
We've got the Ultimate Evil from Trump. There you go.
Dustin Roberts is the leader of Team Gordy. Along with Neil Heglin, they're hitting for the old scout Gordy Hegel, while he recovers at home from surgery.
Come on, Daddy, make us
Today,
proud.
Dustin's got his daughters by his side. Now, these two are enough to make any papa proud.
But to be able to bring my girls, and my mom's gonna be there tonight, my wife's gonna be there, it makes it that much more special. And I absolutely love doing it.
As game time approaches, the players head to an oasis in the middle of one of the world's biggest and busiest cities, New York Citi Field. Fans arriving can't resist a photo op at a landmark from the old Shea Stadium. Mets fans also can't resist the chance to meet their softball home run heroes.
These guys are the best. It's always a good day with these guys, I'll tell you.
Today, Brett Helmer has a young understudy with him. Who knows, perhaps a future Long Haul Bomber. For Helmer, today's a chance to stretch out his lead on the tour. The native New Yorker's ready to rock in front of family and friends.
This is one of my favorite places to hit. This is, this is a drive for me. So this is like, this is my home field basically. I brought my son down here and I got some buddies that came down. So we got a nice little road trip here.
In the locker room, the Bombers get their game face on and prepare to answer some questions as big as New York.
Last time we were here, it was not going to left. It's a big park, man. It's a pitcher's park. It's known as that in the MLB. Yeah, straightaway left field and straightaway right field, they moved in a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Game on means showtime in New York, and it's straight ahead.
So that's what you can expect when the Bombers take on Citi Field a little later on in the show. And heads up, left center field has been moved in, so you can expect some bombs out that way. And here's what you can expect on the rest of the Stadium Power Tour. From New York, the Bombers head to Brian Wegman's backyard for a game at Cincinnati's Great American Ballpark. Then it's ready for some important contests at the home of the world champion Cards at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Later, the Bombers play at Turner Field in Atlanta, Target Field in Minnesota, and a big show at LA's famed Dodger Stadium. And get ready to check out some new stops this season in Cleveland at Progressive Field and the Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. And it all leads up to the finals in Miami, home of the Marlins and their new ballpark. If you want to be a part of the road to Miami, just log on to softball360.com. Stick around, softball fans. Plenty more action coming your way.
When Softball 360 returns, it's the Battle of the Titans. Mican's Denny Crine takes on 6-time Major League All-Star Jose Canseco in a home run derby for charity in Los Angeles. All summer long, softball players and teams are working hard for the chance to get here. The WSL Worth North American Championships from sunny Panama City Beach, Florida. If your team's ready for the challenge, log on to softball360.com for details. Softball 360 is brought to you by Easton Sports. There is a difference. The difference is Easton. Louisville Slugger. Since 1884, the teams at the top swing Louisville Slugger. Mican Sports. Elite equipment for the elite player. By bpathletics.com. When you want the best in quality, service, and price, bpathletics.com. And by softballcenter.com, the site for major softball news.